It was supposed to be a routine flight. On the morning of July 10, 2026, passengers boarded a Ryanair flight operated by Malta Air, departing from Thessaloniki, Greece, bound for Memmingen, Germany. The atmosphere was calm, typical for a short-haul European hop. Families were settling in, travelers were catching up on sleep, and the plane climbed steadily into the crisp morning sky. Little did anyone know, the flight was about to turn into a fight for survival at 30,000 feet. The tranquility was shattered in a heartbeat. Without warning, a deafening explosion echoed through the cabin, sounding like a tire bursting at high pressure. The aircraft suffered a sudden, violent loss of cabin pressure, a rapid decompression. Oxygen masks dropped instantly from the overhead compartments, dangling like frantic pendulums as the cabin filled with the roar of rushing air. Panic erupted, but the true horror was unfolding in a single row. A 61-year-old passenger from Serbia, seated directly next to a window, suddenly found himself in a nightmare scenario. The window had dislodged, leaving a gaping hole in the fuselage. The sheer force of the depressurization began to pull the man toward the opening, his head and shoulders thrust outside into the freezing, high-altitude slipstream. It was a scene of sheer terror, but also incredible bravery. As the man was being violently sucked toward the void, his wife, seated right beside him, acted on pure instinct. She grabbed him by the legs, straining against the incredible pressure differential, while fellow passengers scrambled to assist, desperately trying to pull him back from the brink of the open sky. It was a chaotic, heart-stopping struggle against the laws of physics. Through sheer willpower and collective effort, they managed to haul him back into the safety of the cabin. With the cabin in distress, the pilots executed a textbook emergency descent, turning the aircraft back toward Thessaloniki. Every second was critical. The plane touched down safely, greeted by the wail of sirens as emergency crews rushed the runway. The injured passenger was immediately transferred to an EKB ambulance and rushed to a Haifa University General Hospital. While he suffered from friction burns and neck and shoulder injuries, he remained in stable condition, a miracle, considering how close he came to tragedy. As investigators, including the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, begin to piece together the evidence, some reports suggest that debris from an engine failure may have been the catalyst for the window shattering. It remains a stark reminder of how thin the line between a routine flight and a survival story truly is.